Before we start our function today, we would like to pay homage, condolence to the 4 students of IIT Delhi who had unfortunately expired in a very tragic accident yesterday. So I would request everybody to stand up and have a 2-minute condolence. Thank you. On behalf of the Smartcane team, I would like to welcome all our guests, faculty, students, and many other visitors who have come from various parts. And we do have a good gathering of people who are maybe potential users of this device, and I would like to welcome all of them. Mr. Pincha agreed to, in his busy schedule, agreed to this invitation at a very short notice, and today he's here with us. It's a encouragement to all of us, as he's a person who, in some sense, guides this area nationwide. Professor Bhan, whom again we approached him a short while ago, and he has also agreed to be with us, and we are quite thankful to him. And he has, all of us know, he has played a very major, significant role in these and related areas in the last decade. Professor Shivgankar, our director, has agreed to preside over this function, and we are also grateful to him. So before we actually start the function, we have a short video which essentially shows the development of the Smartcane over the 9-year period that it has been on. Okay, so we will first start with that video.
Not everyone is born with the same abilities. But that doesn't mean we can't do the same things.
Blindness actually is a condition that brings in several limitations. But these limitations actually can be brought down with the help of technology.
Even though some people don't see the sunrise, but they know how it feels. I see life very differently, and everything it offers.
I was traveling on a street and there was a truck which was parked on the side of the road, and my white cane actually could not detect it because the chassis of the truck is high, and my white cane actually went below the chassis, and my head actually banged against the body of the truck, and obviously it was not the truck but my head that got hurt. This fear, or not being able to detect the obstacles, would dissuade many people from even stepping out of the house. This big problem was actually then posed to the brilliant minds at IIT Delhi.
This endeavor began back in 2005 when we were students, and this was a student project where we were posed the challenge of basically figuring out one of the problems or challenges being faced by the visually impaired community and then coming up with a technological solution for it. So that was the birth of the Smartcane.
I get up like any other person. Breathe the early morning air. Strive to always reach on time. Work like there's no tomorrow. And take the much needed breaks. Because nothing waits. It's just that we have to catch up with life.
There was a 14-year-old boy who was visually impaired, and his family, his mother and his brother were also present. So while using the device, like the boy was using it perfectly fine, but the joy that was there in his family's, in his mother's eyes was what motivated us.
IITs have traditionally focused on academic research. Development of a device like this poses a challenge, that it's not only technology development, but it's user-oriented technology development.
The world will always throw challenges. We do face situations that we don't see coming. But then there are things that we can rely on and help us live a life filled with additional barriers.
The idea was to develop a small detachable unit that fits on the top fold of the Smartcane. It has an ultrasonic transmitter that produces a beam which projects in front and is able to detect obstacles from knee till head height. The distance information is conveyed to the user through varying vibration patterns which change as the user is approaching the obstacle. And the idea for using vibrations is because the environmental sounds, for example, from vehicles or from people, are very important for persons with blindness to orient themselves, and we did not want to cause interference in that particular mode. Hence, the vibration output is very convenient. Apart from the ranging element of this device, it's a very user-friendly product. For example, people with different heights and gripping styles can use this device with an angle adjustment mechanism and with an ergonomically designed grip which allows holding in very different ways. Further, the unit is attached on the Smartcane, so just in case the cane breaks, if it comes basically in a cycle spoke, etc., and you can actually replace the cane with a new one easily.
User has the flexibility to change the detection range of the device based on the usage scenario. For example, if the device is being used outdoors, then the range can be increased to 3 meters. But at the same time, if you are walking in crowded places, then it becomes, and if your device is continuously vibrating, then it becomes very difficult. You may get irritated. At that time, you can reduce the detection range.
Nearly 150 users from different locations of India have been using this device. We have personally gone and have trained them. And this device has actually impacted their lives. And they say that their mobility has improved to a greater extent.
We worked with the users closely, we understood their requirements, and then incorporated their feedback to come out with several user-centric design features.
Smartcane's each and every feature user ratified or user suggested and have been refined over time. And finally, today we believe that we have a product which can be adopted by a large number of users and can be used in their day-to-day mobility.
When we are actually trying to look at how to take these innovations to the people, Wellcome Trust came forward and funded this particular project liberally through one of their schemes called Affordable Healthcare in India. But we still had many challenges. One of the challenges is to make this particular product better than what is available in the international market, that too at a price which is 1/20th of what the international market price was. When we were actually trying to address this particular challenge, we found a very able partner, Phoenix Medical Systems, Chennai, who actually worked relentlessly with us to make this particular flagship product possible.
I feel that roles like this is going to be increasingly played by academic institutions, and then only their relevance in the society will be understood.
It allows me to move freely without fear on the road. The Smartcane actually brings in a product which has been designed keeping specifically the developing countries' infrastructure in mind, and it actually works in this whole environment.
Sometimes all we need is self-confidence. And those little things that make us feel safe. Things that make us independent. And things that help us face life with dignity.
I would like to now invite our guest to come on the dais. Mr. Pincha, Professor Shivankar, Professor Bhan. I request the Director, Professor Shivgankar, to make his remarks.
Good afternoon. Shri P.K. Pincha, the Chief Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities. Professor M.K. Bhan, he is a guest of honor for today's function. And now also he is a distinguished professor at IIT Delhi. Shri Manocha, whom you saw in the movie also, Dr. Balakrishnan, all distinguished people from the Wellcome Trust, the Phoenix Medical Systems, Saksham Trust, and all other invitees. Though we started the program with a sad note, which was really a unrepairable loss of human lives, but the show must go on. And with the same spirit, actually, we are starting this program. It is indeed a very happy moment for IIT Delhi to have a device like this launched for the physically challenged people. There is a lot of work which has gone into this device. And if you look at the numbers, I think the numbers are in lakhs where this kind of assistive device is required by the blind people. So this is a great example of the academics, industry, the trusts working together and bringing out a device which can be really be useful to a large number of people, not in the country, but even worldwide. But this is a great example of what we always talk about, what is called the India-centric research. Because there are many research and many products you may find in the international market, but those products may not be directly suitable for the Indian conditions, for the simple reason that those products may not be affordable to a large number of people. So a product which starts from here with the understanding of what our society needs, which is India-centric, is a clear example that the cost of this product is 1/10 of what you see, maybe a similar kind of device which you see in the international market. So I would like to heartily congratulate to Dr. Balakrishnan, Dr. Madhusudan Rao, all the people from Wellcome Trust, Saksham Trust, and the Phoenix Medical System to work on the students, who worked on this device. And finally, this device now is available to be launched in the market. We are indeed privileged to have Sri Prasanna Kumar Pincha. He is the country's Chief Commissioner for the Person with Disabilities. His accomplishments are really huge. Sri Pincha is the former founder principal of the Government Institute for the Blind in Jorhat, Assam, former Joint Director of Social Welfare of Government of Assam, former Regional Senior Manager of Action Aid of the Northeast India, and former Senior Manager cum Team Leader looking after Action Aids, worked for the United Nations Convention of Rights of Persons with Disabilities. He was also associated with the National Human Rights Commission as its special rapporteur prior to the assumption of charge by him as the Chief Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities. A law graduate and a master's degree holder in English, Sri Pincha is particularly known for his legal and judicial advocacy. Sri Pincha is known for his legal and judicial advocacy. He is the recipient of National Award of Best Employee in the year 1999, which was given by erstwhile President of India, Shri K.R. Narayanan. We are extremely fortunate to have him here as the chief guest for today's function. We would not have any better person than that for this function. So with this, I would like to again congratulate to people who are involved in creating this device. And I'm sure this is just a beginning. We will see many more devices from this assistive technology group at IIT Delhi to bring this technology to the people, for our country, in our society, which are affordable to a large number of people in our country. So thank you very much, and again welcome to this very, very special program. And let me say one more thing. Today is a very special day, what is called Gudi Padwa. I don't know how many of you know this, but people who are from South, in Karnataka, they celebrate Yugadi. I think in Telugu also they have a similar kind of day. Maharashtra, they celebrate Gudi Padwa. The speciality of this day is they call this is one of the Muhurtam, which is the most auspicious day you can find. That's what the Karnataka and Maharashtra people at least believe. And anything started on this day always have a path which is always a rising path. And I think with the same spirit, I'm sure this product also will see really a phenomenal growth in the years to come and many more products to come. So thank you very much. And again, best wishes for this product and welcome to this very special program. Thank you.
So we will launch the product by first, the director will present one device to Mr. Pincha.
Yeah, speed up.
We will now move to the stage, and we have 4 recipients of this, and they will be given by our chief guest and the guest of honor. So we move to the
I would like to call the beneficiaries who will receive the devices which are gifted by our alumni. So first I would like to call Chirag Gambhir. Chirag is a second-year student from Venkateshwar College, New Delhi. Next to join is Saroj Agarwal. Saroj is working with BSA Ambedkar Hospital at the information desk. Next to join is Binny. Binny is working as a help desk counselor with SCO Foundation, Delhi. And next is Premchand Thakur. Premchand Thakur is working as a library assistant with Saksham Trust.
We request our chief guest to address there.
Shall I? Okay, from here? From here. Okay. Very good afternoon to you, friends. And before I get into the substantive part of my very brief statement this afternoon, I convey my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families of the students who lost their lives in a mishap yesterday. I pray to God that their souls may rest in peace. Mr. Chair, I thank you for literally killing me with kindness and for sparing some very encouraging words for me. So, Mr. Chair, Director IIT, Mr. Salgaonkar, Dr. Balakrishnan, my friend Mr. Manocha, other dignitaries on and off the dais, spirited friends, ladies and gentlemen. I am enormously happy to get to associate myself with this historic occasion, and I call this a historic occasion for the simple reason that this occasion is witnessing the launch of an exceedingly important mobility device in the form of a Smartcane. I have been given to understand that this Smartcane has certain definite and distinct advantages over the ordinary white canes which persons with visual impairment often use, in that it enables persons with disabilities, particularly persons with visual disabilities, to detect obstacles in advance, particularly obstacles which are above the knee. This, I think, is a significant breakthrough, and I must congratulate the IIT, the Saksham Trust, the Welcome Trust, and all others who have been associated with this very useful project. It goes without saying that technology has thrown open infinite vistas, infinite possibilities for persons with visual disabilities as well as for persons belonging to other categories of disabilities in umpteen areas, in the field of daily living, in the field of education, in the field of employment and job opportunities, etc. But on this occasion, Mr. Chair, I would like to highlight very briefly a couple of challenges which continue to stare us all in the face and we need to grapple with. One of those challenges that I would like to refer to this afternoon is the huge digital divide that exists, the challenge which calls upon all of us to strive to ensure that the assistive technology becomes accessible, acceptable, adaptable, available, and affordable. I think it's a brilliant effort on your part to ensure that this device, Smartcane, as someone I think Mr. Chair, you mentioned it a short while ago, that it is available at 1/10 the cost, which is the cost of the cane in the market abroad. So this, I think, is a very important step in that direction. The second challenge, which is equally very important and which I would like all of you to very critically reflect upon, is that the pace at which technological innovation is happening does not really does not really correspond to the pace of adaptation of those technologies to suit the needs of blind and visually impaired. I'll just quickly cite a couple of very small examples. Myself, as a very modest user of these technologies, for example, you now have Windows 7 and Windows 8 in computers. And I suddenly, because I got so used to using XP, that I find it very difficult when this new thing has come up. So simultaneously, if something could come up which would actually make life easier for blind users, that would be helpful. This is just an example. Now, Android mobile phones, cell phones have come in the market where you need to operate through touch screen. Now, there are very capable blind people like Mr. Manocha who can very efficiently operate on the touch screen, but not a techno-illiterate like me. It's very difficult. So, so the point I'm trying to hammer home to you is that there is a need for us to ensure that the adaptation also happens with the corresponding pace. How do we do it? That's for, I think, all of you scientists and technocrats to really critically reflect upon. I think my time is 5 minutes, so I must conclude. But before I conclude, I would like to leave you with a few thoughts. And the first of those few thoughts is that it is outrageously erroneous and obscenely ridiculous to equate one's disability with one's inability. The second thought that I would like to leave you with is that persons with disabilities need not be passive recipients of benefits. Persons with disabilities, in fact, potentially are and can be active agents of change rather than passive recipients of benefits. The third thought that I would like to leave you with is that disability is not just a medical issue, that it's not just a welfare issue, it's a development issue, it's a human rights issue. The fourth thought that I would like to leave you with is that given appropriate and adequate training and education, every person with a disability is potentially capable of leading a life of honor and dignity as useful, productive, contributive, and class 1 citizen of society with honor and dignity. And the last thought that I would like to leave you, because in the Indian context it's particularly important, it's more important in the context of developing countries for that matter, in the context of developing and underdeveloped countries, and that is that disability is both the cause and consequence of poverty. They are mutually reinforcing. I think it's been a huge privilege being here. I thank the director IIT. I thank Professor Balakrishnan and of course my good friend Mr. Manocha for giving me this opportunity. Happy using the Smartcane. Thank you so much.
We will now request Professor Bhan to give his message.
Let me first begin by expressing deep condolences to the entire IIT family for the tragic loss that occurred yesterday. I have been deeply interested in innovation and trying to understand how the science and engineering community in this country understands innovation. Innovation of a very breakthrough kind, which produces transformative products, in our current scenario essentially end up being largely export-driven products. They're good, they produce big companies, they give jobs, they're useful socially. But they do not do one thing that the great Mahatma always reminded us, and which is they don't reach out to the most vulnerable in our own land. When I was growing up, I realized that if you can't take care of your own neighborhood, you have no right to be a global star. That's where it begins, you know. And I think Smartcane is really a salute to the great Mahatma, because it's all inspired by a human need of vulnerable people. We're all vulnerable in some form or the others, but some vulnerabilities challenge you day to day more than others do. And I think this whole notion of a use-inspired innovation is really a salute to the greatest sages of India who taught us what it means to care. IITs have an enormous talent pool. One of the things that really hit me hard over these last 8-10 years as I traveled through the IITs, what an extraordinary pool of talent. Where people like me have failed is articulating the social challenge intelligently and clearly enough to them. And I think if we brought these grand challenges, these opportunities to them, and worked with them to profile the solution. Because the ultimate value of this type of innovation is when it actually gets to the user. You can be smart. There are many smart people in this world, but there are very few smart people who actually make a difference. And that means you must walk the last mile. And so every visually challenged person uses this cane, And that means that the solution must be so profiled that it actually brings value to their day-to-day life. And all of you who are young here, for India, innovation must have its own meaning. We are 25% of the world. We don't need to learn from others what innovation is about. It's first about bringing relief to our own people. And that means designing solutions that are real solutions. This is, I think, the beginning of a large number of solutions. IIT's program with the AIMS, the Biodesign, is producing wonderful such affordable products. And we now have an ecosystem where with the variety of collaboration, as you can see this, with the trusts, with the young scholars, with the senior mentors, the Wellcome Trust, we now have an ecosystem where there will be a lot of support for all the young people who want to team up together. This is a triumph of human collaboration, of building small communities of people who seek solutions. You just can't do it alone. Everyone is an important team player, and without him, we can't actually get to the people for whom it is meant, So I would like to congratulate all the people and agencies that have worked and contributed to this, and let us pledge today that we're going to make the IITs as really a Ganges of new solutions for our own people. Thank you.
Very well said, sir. Very, very well said.
We would now, during this course of 9 years that the project has been active, we had interaction with lots of people. We would actually request our partners now, starting from Dr. Shendu from Wellcome Trust, to actually share their experiences, briefly.
Good afternoon. First of all, on behalf of Wellcome Trust, our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and you all for the loss of young students of this institute. Professor Shivankar, Professor Bhan, Mr. Pincha, Mr. Minocha, Professor Balakrishnan, and the entire Smartcane team. On behalf of the Wellcome Trust and its director, Professor Jeremy Farrar, I bring you all the greetings from London. Professor Ted Bianco, Professor Dr. Richard Seabrook, and Dr. Diana Tay, who are in the technology transfer team which manages this initiative, I bring you their greetings as well. I think it is really a dream come true today. And it all began, I'll take a minute to tell you the story how the Association of Wellcome Trust began with Smartcane. I had come for a visit to IIT Delhi for a very different purpose, for looking for a place for one of our different initiatives which Wellcome runs in India. And that day, Professor Balakrishnan took over as the deputy director of this institute, and we were having lunch together at the guest house. And I was sitting next to Professor Balakrishnan, and he started asking me what Wellcome Trust is about, what it does, and what it funds. And I was telling him that this is an initiative on affordable healthcare. So he took me to his lab, and he showed the first prototype of the Smartcane. And it really interested us a lot. It looks that it was addressing an unmet need. It was an innovation which is coming out from IIT Delhi, and that's what Wellcome Trust looks for. And looking at that, we started working. The beauty comes now here is that IIT was quite open. And this innovation, which was developed by Professor Balakrishnan, Professor Rao, and the team at the Assistive Technologies Division, they were very open. They transferred this technology to Shashi's company, Phoenix Medical System, at 1 rupee. that is how the innovation went out from the academic institute to our industry. And then you need a validation partner. So the Pence Saksham Trust was the validation partner. So this 360-degree approach which the IIT, the Phoenix Medical System, and Saksham developed really interested us a lot. And the team together, all the three teams together, put up a good proposal. They came to the funding committee in London. The problem, the funding committee looked at it and said, it's really a good innovation which addresses an unmet need, but the committee thought that you need to have a standard to fix out, that it should not be, people should not say that it is a low cost, below standard product. So we should have a regulatory guideline which should, address this issue. So the committee used its wisdom and said, okay, Professor Balakrishnan had asked for X amount of money. They said, we'll give you X plus 1 money, but hire a European regulatory consultant and get a C certification. And I'm proud to say that just now Phoenix told me that in a week's time, we'll get a CE mark for this device, which will help us to, send this get across the world. And that is the beauty of this innovation which came out from IIT, Phoenix, and Saksham Trust, which the strapline of this R&D for affordable healthcare initiative is in India, for India, and beyond. And this is a perfect example to show that innovation which was developed in India, it was addressing unmet need in India, can go beyond boundaries of India to countries in Africa, to countries in Latin America. So we are all proud of this day, and we are really happy that it was launched by Mr. Pincha, and we are grateful Professor Bhan is here. And one thing I would like to share with you all here who don't know, in Professor Bhan, during his secretaryship in DBT, really pushed Wellcome Trust to work in India. And he brought in, Dr. Shahid Jamil is sitting here. The DBT Wellcome Trust Alliance was formed by his initiative when he worked with Sir Mark Walport, when DBT Trust was putting in £1, and he said he will also match that funding. This is how DBT Wellcome Trust Alliance was born, and followed up the R&D for affordable healthcare, and we have a couple of more initiatives. I thank Professor Balakrishnan and the entire IIT team, Phoenix team, and Saksham team for doing an extraordinary job to this, and we wish you all the success in implementation and further dissemination of this device. Thank you very much.
Hello, let me introduce myself. I'm Sashi Kumar from Phoenix Medical System, managing director of the company, dignitaries and friends. I think as what Dr. Seshendu did, I also owe a story here. 7 years back, I think, when I came to IIT, Professor Bala had called saying that we have a device, we would like you to look at it and maybe take it forward. So I came into IIT, there were students very excited about the device they had created, and Professor Bala and Professor Rao also. They were showing me in detail the device. I was excited because I saw that there's an opportunity there. So I said, okay, I am there as a partner to this device. Let me take it forward. I took it forward. I was very excited, went back to Chennai, and I started discussing with my team there. And then found that's not so simple to take that product into the market. So I thought, okay, this is yet again a student project. A lot of excitement from the people who have created it. And it will die down as soon as they leave the institute. So I just waited, thought, okay, these guys will leave the institute and the things will die down, and I will not be doing the product anyway. So I left it like that. And came a call from Professor Bala saying that, no, I understand what is your problem. I'm sure there's a lot of funding requirement. It's just not a simple product. And lots of dissemination, in the sense, a lot of user feedbacks to be done and product scaling up and so on. And it was really an excitement saying that, okay, yeah, somebody's from the college, from the institute calling back and saying that, we will look for funds. And he started looking for funds, and fortunately, Wellcome Trust came forward. But behind this, one of the very important things was, yes, product is there, the technology is there, there's a partner willing to take it up, but we really wanted somebody anchoring this product forward. we found that, I personally found that Rohan, Dheeraj and team, Rohan especially, he went off. I thought, okay, it's all gone. It's going to be stopped again. I mean, we got the funds, but we're going to stop it any moment. Fortunately, he stayed along wherever he was. He stayed along with the product till it came to a stage where we could, sort of get the product in the hands of people. I really see, that kind of a passion which is there in students to make this happen. And they stayed back. That's really great. And they've created this assistive devices team. And I'm sure these guys are going to bring up many more such products which will help this world. Thank you.
Friends, this is Deependra, and again I would like to convey my condolences for the tragic news that you have all been living through since yesterday. This day, of course, is something which is special in so many different ways. Way back in 2005, when we posed this challenge to IIT, we had been habitual of asking things or posing our problems to many people. We had almost lost hope that any of our requests would actually result in the real products in our hands, especially in our country. The common problem or the common scenario in our country is that there are so many prototypes developed and are lying in the shelves of institutes like IIT. There are unanswered questions on why those products remain as prototype and never reach the stage of a product. There are unanswered questions on if there are products which are introduced in the country, why can't those products reach out to the vast population of persons with blindness? There are 12 million persons with blindness in our country. But how many products actually are able to reach out to those people? So this day is not just delivering Smartcane, it is delivering the hope. It is cemented the hope, a well-founded hope that yes, when we express our needs, those needs can be met. The hope because today with this product we also have the answers of why prototypes do not become products. We have those principles, we have those things, and I hope that all these experiences or this journey, especially of the last 2.5 years journey, will be well documented, because that then I hope could be replicated in many more IITs and other institutes. Appropriate funding or resources could be allocated. It is not that the money on those projects were not spent earlier. For past more than 20 years, I have myself been seeing crores and crores of rupees being allocated from on the products, which did not come through as final products in the hands of end users. In fact, even if we have principles in place, there is another very important aspect that turns any idea, any solution into a product, and that is the passion of people who are trying to provide that solution. So the team led by, at IIT led by Professor Balakrishnan, and having people like Rohan, Dr. Rohan, who in spite of being offered such good offers after doing his postdoctoral degree, chose to leave that path of name, fame, money and come back and devote his time to this project. I think this is the kind of effort and the passion which was required from an organization like IIT, from an organization like Phoenix, who brought their professionalism into this whole scenario. It was this kind of an effort which was required to answer such difficult questions. I also would like to highlight that the past 2.5 years of experience has been a totally life-changing experience, because a technology institute like IIT Delhi, a professional organization like Phoenix, and a professional funding agency. There are many funding agencies, but a funding agency like Wellcome Trust, who adds huge value to any project that they have taken. At least for this project you have experienced, the kind of value which has been added by Wellcome Trust in terms of the processes and procedures, I think they went beyond where we could think of. And such a different experience, no? Rest every place, it's a common saying. If you need 10 lakh rupees, ask for 20, because rest are going to be cut, slashed by the people who are going to give you money. Here, I think the things were opposite. As Dr. Shishendu told, they said, if you ask for X, take X plus 1, but create a standard product. I think this was a huge change of attitude and a thing that we experienced right in the beginning of our partnerships, which changed our whole attitude toward this whole project. And I think it was a wonderful, very fortunate experience for a person like me and for an organization like Saksham to be part of this process. Thank you so much.
User validation has been a very important component of this particular project. And organizations, many people actually have helped us going beyond what you would normally consider. So there are two people whom I would definitely like to mention. One of us, unfortunately, today could not be here. Mr. Sam Tarapawala of XRCVC Mumbai, who provided excellent help. But we have Madhu. So she actually is associated with an organization called Mitra Jyoti in Bangalore, and which has been a place where we have conducted a lot of trials and a lot of help from them and a lot of inputs from them. I would like her to share her experience.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, dignitaries on the dais of the dais. My God, it is difficult for me to share anything because it is a great moment for me. The time Professor Balakrishnan told me to come and share my experience about it. This is not just my experience. I will say there are so many people involved and so much of work has been done behind the stage that is really remarkable. I can say that lot of work has been done, but now the product is in front of us. I just would like to share, 17 years back, I was in USA. Somebody showed me the cane like this. I asked him only one question: how much is the money required for this? You know what they told me? Ma'am, it is $2,000. My God, I said, then finish. I do not think so in our country anybody can afford this money. But I am really thrilled that product is in front of us, and this product is just not come. It has gone lot of efforts, lot of partners, lot of people, and not only the partner and the people, the passion, the feelings under this, that is remarkable. I had a great time to work with the Saksham and IIT team in Bangalore. And one very nice word that Rohan was always mentioning, it is not our product, it is a people's product. We have done lot of things with people. Whatever the people wanted, whatever you people wanted, we try to make this product to this level. So I would like to say congratulations to all of us that this product has come in front of us. If we will see, really, I feel that it is just a cane everybody is using since ages, but now nobody must have thought of it, the upper mobility, though people were facing so many problems. But this product has just attached with this our cane. It is not a new thing for us, so it is not difficult for our people to accept this product. There are so many products come, but we just get a question, how we will use it? But this product, we are using it just with some attachment. So we are not finding it difficult to use this product. And I personally feel this is just a beginning, lot of people, IIT, Saksham, Phoenix, Welcome Trust, and all of the partner have involved in that. But it is just a beginning. Maybe there are lot of other research will happen, and this product will really take a shape which today we cannot imagine. I always have a dream, since ages, that we should get some kind of things where we should not handle any folding cane, we should not handle anything, we should walk like others. Something, maybe one fine day will come, then people can fix some product or I don't know, something in our body, so we can just walk like others. People will not just see as a visually impaired person, people will just watch us as we are walking like others. So that is a dream, and I wish all the dreams, we have to dream it, and one fine day it will come in the reality. I would like to say, at last but not the least, to congratulate all of the people, those who are behind this product, and I feel the future is very wide and we must think positive, and I feel this product will reach to many more numbers of our visually impaired friends. Thank you so much.
When we started working on this product, we have come across many people who have come and contributed to this from very different domains. So now I would like to invite the representative from PSB. Is Mr. Singla here? Yes. When we are talking of organizing this event, many inputs came from an organization which is sort of specializes in communication. Mr. Singla.
Thank you, Professor. It's a great privilege. I hardly expected myself to be here. But first of all, my condolences, great loss, any loss of life. But on the same thing, I say it's bittersweet because we are giving so much more back. And I think when Rakesh first came, what do you say about life, right? There is something called serendipity, and some things are just meant to be done. And sort of things work on their own pace to bring people together. Very old friend of mine who I've worked for many years together, who Rakesh worked with, called me that somebody was seeking help. I said, I'll happy to meet, and we met. And I think what God has given me and my team is an opportunity to make a difference. And I think we are blessed if we get one chance like that in life. And this is certainly a privilege. Dipakshi, Manisha, and other members of my team who are here, they've really toiled hard because you did not want the passion that Rohan showed when we first met, or the support that Professor Balachandran gave, and the ingenuity and the integrity and the love of the passion of the people involved really creates something within you, a desire to contribute. So I'm privileged that on behalf of my team, that I'm here, and I thank you for this great honor to address all of you. Thank you very much. It's been a real privilege.
During all these messages and comments, you have heard the name of Dr. Rohan Paul many times. I now invite Dr. Rohan Paul.
Thank you, sir. Firstly, our deepest condolences to the lives of the 4 students. 2 of them worked very closely with Professor Balakrishnan, worked in our lab, and we were very moved yesterday when we heard the shocking news. However, life has to move on. And as I was thinking yesterday, reminiscent about this project and how it all began and what we have learned over the years, I was trying to put down a few words and phrases. And I thought maybe that would be a nice way to convey our feelings, the collective feelings of our teams, when we see this product graduate finally out of this institution. As you've heard from many people before, the Smartcane project has been a journey. The journey began with an idea. It transformed and evolved through many refinements, finally culminating in the product that you see today. This has been a hard and long journey, filled with many challenges and difficulties, confusion at times, but peppered with moments of joy and small victories, etc. This has been a team effort, and our team spans from engineers to researchers to special educators, mobility professionals, industry people, designers, production people, and all of them have put their heart and soul into this work. During this journey, there were many unique experiences, and there were many lessons that we learned. And some of them I'll share. The most important aspect of this project has been the opportunity to work closely with a large number of visually challenged persons in India, spanning from Delhi, Dehradun, Bangalore, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, etc. And it's been a humbling experience for our team. From close quarters, we were able to see the day-to-day challenges that they face, and mobility is one of those examples, but also the wider dimensions of disability, which includes exclusion, poverty, as we mentioned earlier, and lack of opportunity, and all of them add up. And we also saw the critical role that technology can play in actually preventing an impairment from becoming a disability. And that experience, that initial insight, set the stage for this work, and it gave the direction to this project. We were very clear from the beginning that we were here to create a solution, not just a product, not just a gadget. The solution had to be affordable. It's not good enough for somebody to be able to, somebody rich to be able to afford. We wanted the common person to afford this product. But having said that it should be affordable, it cannot be low quality. Imagine a person with very limited means going for repairs, spending, traveling. That's not acceptable. It had to be high quality. It had to be user-friendly. It should be so simple that a person who's using the cane is easily able to adopt and start using this product. And that was the vision. And as we developed these prototypes and evolved different versions of this product, we had many crude and imperfect versions, many times made of cardboard and rapid prototyping, etc. But despite the imperfections, our user community came forward and tried to use them and gave us feedback. And we're really grateful for them. And this kind of excitement and it's really motivated and energized our team, and we continue to work through the many years of development. Our users are our greatest source of inspiration. Across the country, wherever we've gone, we've seen inspiring individuals who, despite their challenges, are living life with so much enthusiasm and positivity and hope. And that inspires us to be less cynical about what we don't have and to be grateful for what we do. We salute them, and this product is dedicated to them. Across the country, we find organizations who work tirelessly serving the visually impaired with training, with skills, imparting support, counseling, and they connect them with technology. And many of them work with very limited budgets, with very few resources, but still people are passionately working for empowerment of the visually challenged. We salute them, and this product is dedicated to them. On the technology side of things, we learned, again, many things. Firstly, that the process of converting a prototype to a product, it's a fairly complex process. There are many ingredients to it, which includes industrial scale, electronics, and testing, and quality, and user feedback, ergonomics, production. There are many, many elements that go in this story. No one individual or institution can do it alone. This project is an example of where an academic institution and an NGO and an industry can come together, supported by international charity, to work in mission mode and achieve this product. And again, as was mentioned earlier, delivery is important. You see, great ideas are not helpful until and unless they can be translated into action, into milestones, into deliverables, and into products. So we are grateful to the Wellcome Trust to actually have supported us and kept a check on our team so that we are headed in the right direction to achieve in the timelines that we set for ourselves. Where we are, how do we see, looking ahead, what are our challenges as we see them today? Firstly, how do we take this product to the poorest? How does this product reach the remotest parts of India where even organizations are not reaching? We don't know the answers to that question. How do we finance the purchase of these devices? Do we rely on government funding? Do we rely on private donations? Do people pay out of pocket? There are questions around that. And ultimately, how do we raise awareness, reach out to a large number of people, build capacity with educators, for whom this is probably one of the first technology products out of India? How do we do this? And we hope that many of you in the audience will join hands with us and help us figure out solutions to these challenges as we see them. So today, finally, it's a very special day. It's a special day because a dream has come true. A dream to see a solution that solves a day-to-day problem of the visually challenged. A solution that is affordable, that is user-friendly, and a solution made in India. A solution that is reality in the hands of the people. So having said that, is our work complete? The answer is no. Our work is not finished till every blind person in India is able to walk with safety, confidence, and dignity with a device like the Smartcane, and even better products than this. Our institution's work is not complete till every unmet need for an affordable device for a person with special needs is being addressed. And our nation's work is not complete till the time every person with disability is included in the mainstream. Till then, we must persevere. We must innovate, we must collaborate, and work hard to achieve this mission. Thank you.
As we are developing this product, the challenges that could be addressed by our team. So at that time, our team essentially consisted of computer science students and some few electrical engineering students. Actually was over quite early in the day. Then the challenges that came were essentially what we would typically call it mechanical engineering. And at that time, I met Professor Rao. And we have had a very fruitful collaboration. I would request Professor Rao to come and give the vote of thanks.
So as Rohan mentioned, Smartcane is not mere a product, but it has been a journey which started as an undergraduate project in computer science by 4 students, Rohan, Dheeraj, Vaibhav, and Ankush. We are fortunate that out of the 4, 3 of the people are here today, and 2 of them are still the part of the team. So that's the best part of the journey we had. So it's extremely difficult to thank all the people who have been associated in this journey. I would think it's simply impossible, but we would still like this occasion to thank some of the key people. So we are very thankful to Mr. Prasanna Kumar Pincha, who actually took his time and came and basically released this product to the people. His life as well as work has been an inspiration to millions of the people, and I think continue to do so. We are very thankful to Professor Bhan. Every time when we met him, either in DBT or on some other occasion, or whenever he visited our lab, our energy was doubled, and I think we always work better than the previous kind of a thing. So we are really thankful to him. We are extremely thankful to our director, Professor Shevgaonkar, who also has a consciously trying to build design and innovation ecosystem supporting all the activities in IIT. And also a lot of people in the administration like Deputy Director Professor Kaul, Professor Essen Singh, Professor Tuli and Professor Wali from FIT, who have all been very supportive of this project and these activities all these years. And we also thank all the deans and head of the departments and all the entire IIT community who came forward and supported us wholeheartedly. This has been typically a product which has been co-created sitting with the users, as you heard. And we would like to thank all the organizations, 30 plus organizations with which we worked, hundreds of users who actually helped us to do the validation, and without which I don't think this innovation would have actually reached the people. So many of them are represented here, and many more could not make it. So we thank all of them on this occasion. We also thank all the people who came to this function taking valuable time and actually making this particular release ceremony really a grand success. And last but the least, I think this work would be completely incomplete without all our partners, particularly the team. So team led by Professor Balakrishnan, that is IIT team, then Shashi Kumar and his team from Phoenix Medical Systems, Mr. Manocha and his team from Saksham Trust, and Mr. Sirshendu is here from the Welcome Trust. So I think those are the people who all made it happen. And I think this is also occasion when we probably, I request all the people who are involved, particularly the team members, to come on the dais for a photo session, and then probably we'll have a conclusion. So all the team members from IIT, Saksham, Welcome, and Phoenix, please come on the dais. Mr. Sadhguru and Yogesh, who have been alumnus of our team, please join us. Mr. Anil. Dheeraj, yes. See, all the people, I think the entire assistant, please come. So we expect that you will continue to support our activities. Now the Smartcane starting from today is also available on Twitter and Facebook. So please go to #Smartcane on both these things and provide your support. So with this, I think I'll conclude the basically vote of thanks. We'll all rise for the national anthem. Thank you, and please join for tea and refreshments outside.